In a controversial appearance that has ignited fierce debate across Europe and the United States, Elon Musk addressed a gathering of supporters for Germany's far-right Alternative for Germany AfD party via video link on January 27, just 2 days before Holocaust Remembrance Day. His comments, which downplayed the significance of Germany's Nazi past, have raised alarms about the potential ramifications for Jewish communities both domestically and abroad. Musk's remarks, delivered to an audience of approximately 4,500 AfD supporters, included assertions that children should not be guilty of the sins of their parents, let alone their great-grandparents. He further contended that Germany needed to shift its focus away from past guilt, asserting that pride in German culture and values should not be diminished by multiculturalism, which he claimed dilutes everything. These statements came in the wake of the AfD's rise in popularity. As the party recently became the first far-right organization to win a state election since the Nazi era, reflecting a troubling trend of increasing support for extremist ideologies in German politics. Musk, who has previously expressed admiration for the AfD, was quick to dismiss criticism of his comments, framing them as a necessary call for national pride amidst a climate he perceives as overly fixated on historical guilt. However, his remarks have prompted widespread condemnation. Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk, who was preparing to commemorate the 80th anniversary of the liberation of Auschwitz, labeled Musk's statements as ominous, emphasizing the need for society to remember the lessons of history and to ensure that evil, violence and contempt cannot triumph anew. The backlash to Musk's appearance intensified following revelations about his recent gestures at a Trump inauguration event, which were interpreted by some as reminiscent of Nazi salutes. Musk responded to the ensuing controversy with mockery, suggesting that criticism of his gestures was merely a tired political tactic. His demeanor has drawn ire from various groups, including the Anti-Defamation League, which categorized his actions as awkward but stopped short of labeling them as outright Nazi salutes. Haley Soifer, chief executive of the Jewish Democratic Council of America, expressed profound concern over Musk's alignment with the AfD, describing it as potentially dangerous for Jewish communities worldwide. She linked his rhetoric to a broader trend of right-wing extremism that could incite violence. Soifer's alarm is echoed by a significant portion of the public. Recent polls indicate that a vast majority of Germans and Britons believe Musk's foray into their political landscapes is unwelcome, with 73% of Germans and 69% of Brits expressing disapproval of his attempts to influence their elections. Musk's involvement in European politics comes at a time when Germany is facing a political crisis following the collapse of Chancellor Olaf Scholz's coalition government. The AfD is capitalizing on this instability, positioning itself as a legitimate alternative to mainstream parties. In light of Musk's remarks and his previous op-ed endorsing the AfD, the German government has expressed concerns about foreign interference in its electoral processes, underscoring the sensitivity surrounding Musk's influence. As the fallout continues, analysts are left to ponder the implications of a tech mogul so deeply entangled in the political affairs of foreign nations. With Musk's penchant for provocative statements and controversial affiliations, it remains to be seen how his actions will shape the political landscape in Germany and beyond, particularly as the world reflects on the lessons of history amidst ongoing struggles against anti-Semitism and extremism. The coming weeks will be crucial as Germany prepares for a snap election and the international community grapples with the broader implications of Musk's influence in global politics. In an unprecedented move that has captured the attention of both political insiders and the general public, Elon Musk has stepped into the complex world of U.S. governance as the head of the newly formed Department of Government Efficiency (DOGE). Initially tasked with slashing federal spending and regulations, Musk's mission has faced scrutiny and skepticism as he navigates the intricacies of Washington politics, raising concerns about the implications for both governmental operations and his own ambitious agenda. President Donald Trump established DOGE shortly after his electoral victory, positioning Musk, known for his roles at Tesla and SpaceX, as a key figure in his administration's efforts to modernize federal technology and improve efficiency. However, the ambitious billionaire is now learning that the realities of government operations are far more intricate than the streamlined environments of his businesses. This learning curve has been evident in Musk's public statements and social media activity, which have at times revealed a lack of understanding of existing programs and legislative processes. I think what Musk is learning is that the rules around here how you cut the government, there's political realities, remarked Senate Budget Chair Lindsey Graham, Republican, South Carolina, reflecting the cautious optimism shared by many Republicans who initially hailed Musk's appointment as a win for government reform. While some lawmakers express excitement over DOGE's potential, others warn that Musk's political naivete could hinder meaningful progress, particularly for initiatives that have garnered bipartisan support. As Musk delves deeper into the workings of Congress, he is faced with a web of conflicting interests. Legislative leaders have begun to intervene, offering guidance to the billionaire as he grapples with the complexities of budgeting and policymaking. For instance, House Agriculture Chair Glenn G.T. Thompson, Republican, Pennsylvania, extended an invitation for Musk to discuss agricultural policies, highlighting the desire among some lawmakers to ensure that Musk's influence does not derail critical funding for programs that benefit constituents. Despite Musk's grand proclamations about cutting $2 trillion from federal spending, experts caution that such sweeping reductions may not be feasible without harming essential services. You have a structural problem, which is a failure to grasp that the money's there for a reason. Every dollar is a feature, not a bug of the system, noted Mike McKenna, a former Trump administration energy advisor. This underscores the challenge Musk faces in balancing his vision for efficiency with the realities of governmental needs. The potential for conflict of interest also looms large given Musk's extensive business dealings with the federal government, including over $15 billion in contracts awarded to SpaceX. Lawmakers have raised alarms over the implications of Musk's dual role as a government official and a billionaire entrepreneur, questioning whether his decisions will prioritize public interest or personal benefit. You have to wonder about the separation between the best interest of the country and the best interest of Elon, said one anonymous Republican lawmaker, illustrating the deep-seated concerns surrounding Musk's influence. As the administration grapples with the implications of DOGE, Musk's vision for the department has evolved. The agency's mission has shifted from simply slashing budgets to focusing on modernizing federal technology and software to maximize governmental efficiency and productivity. This change reflects a growing realization that effective governance cannot simply be achieved through cuts but requires a more nuanced approach to reform. In the broader context, DOGE has inspired similar initiatives at the state level, with governors expressing their support and launching their own efficiency projects. It's DOGE season right now, so everybody's taking advantage of it, noted Representative Aaron Bean, suggesting that the appetite for governmental reform is resonating beyond Washington. As Musk continues to navigate the political landscape, his interactions with other lawmakers will be critical. While some Republicans are eager to support him, there remains a palpable skepticism, particularly among Democrats and environmental advocates who view his plans to eliminate clean energy subsidies as a significant threat to progress made in recent years. Musk's previous reliance on governmental incentives to build his businesses has led many to question the sincerity of his current proposals to dismantle these programs. With the stakes so high, the coming months will be pivotal not only for Musk and DOGE but also for the broader trajectory of U.S. fiscal policy. As lawmakers prepare to engage with Musk and advocate for their priorities, the potential for clashes between Musk's vision and established interests will likely shape the legislative landscape. The outcome of DOGE's efforts is uncertain, but the interplay between Musk's ambitions and the political realities of Washington will undoubtedly have lasting implications for government efficiency and accountability moving forward. Elon Musk's recent comments regarding Germany's Nazi past have ignited a firestorm of controversy, prompting Polish Tourism Minister Sławomir Nitras to call for a boycott of Tesla vehicles. This backlash not only underscores the sensitive nature of historical memory in Europe but also has the potential to affect Musk's substantial financial interests, primarily tied to his role as CEO of Tesla. During a virtual appearance at an election campaign event for the far-right Alternative for Germany AfD party, Musk stated that Germany focuses too much on past guilt, advocating for a shift away from what he termed the culture of remembrance. His remarks made just 2 days before the 80th anniversary of the liberation of Auschwitz were met with outrage, particularly in Poland, which suffered immensely during World War II. The country lost approximately 6 million people, half of whom were Jews, many of whom perished in Nazi camps located on Polish soil. There is no justification for any reasonable Pole to continue purchasing Teslas, declared Nitras, emphasizing the need for a serious and strong response through a consumer boycott. This sentiment reflects a broader concern in Poland about the implications of Musk's comments, which some view as diminishing the historical suffering endured during the war. Musk's influence extends beyond Tesla. He is also a key advisor to U.S. President Donald Trump and heads initiatives aimed at enhancing government efficiency. However, the bulk of Musk's wealth is derived from Tesla stock, making the potential backlash concerning significant. As the boycott gains traction, industry analysts are watching closely to see how it might impact Tesla's sales in Europe, particularly in a market where consumer sentiment can shift rapidly in response to public figures' statements. The controversy emerges as the tech industry braces for a frenetic earnings season, with Tesla scheduled to report its quarterly results soon. The timing of these events is particularly critical, as analysts will be keen to assess whether Musk's recent remarks have had any discernible effect on consumer behavior or stock performance. In a separate but related development, the tech sector is also facing challenges from emerging competitors. A new AI startup from China, DeepSeek, has reportedly developed a model that outperforms industry stalwarts like OpenAI. This has raised concerns among major players, including Tesla, about the sustainability of their competitive advantages in the rapidly evolving AI landscape. Tesla, investing heavily in AI for self-driving technology, may find its strategies challenged by the introduction of more cost-effective AI models. As the situation unfolds, the ramifications of Musk's comments will likely extend beyond the immediate call for a boycott. The interplay between technology, consumer sentiment, and historical consciousness presents a complex landscape for Musk and Tesla. Industry watchers will be closely monitoring the company's upcoming earnings call for insights on how this controversy may affect Tesla's financial outlook and brand reputation in key European markets. In conclusion, the intersection of corporate leadership, historical sensitivity, and emerging technology continues to shape the narrative around major players like Tesla. As Musk navigates this turbulent moment, the ongoing developments will be crucial in determining not only the company's standing in Europe but also the broader implications for tech companies operating within a global context. On January 27, 2025, SpaceX successfully launched another batch of its Starlink satellites, reinforcing its commitment to expanding global internet access through its satellite constellation. The Falcon 9 rocket lifted off from Cape Canaveral Space Force Station at 5:05 p.m. Eastern Time, carrying 21 Starlink satellites, which included 13 equipped for direct-to-cellphone capability. This mission marked a significant step in SpaceX's ongoing efforts to enhance internet connectivity in underserved areas worldwide. The Falcon 9's first stage executed a flawless landing on the drone ship, a shortfall of gravitas, approximately 8 minutes after launch, showcasing SpaceX's proficiency in reusability. This particular booster achieved its 20th flight, with 11 being Starlink missions. Today's launch demonstrates our commitment to making reliable and affordable internet accessible to everyone, no matter where they are, said a SpaceX spokesperson. Following the launch, the upper stage continued its journey, deploying the satellites into low Earth orbit approximately 65 minutes post-liftoff. The Starlink program, which is now home to over 6,900 operational satellites according to satellite tracker Jonathan McDowell, aims to bridge the digital divide by providing high-speed internet to remote and rural areas. Each launch not only contributes to this ambitious goal but also serves as a testament to SpaceX's rapid advancement in satellite technology and space logistics. Looking ahead, SpaceX has a busy schedule lined up for the near future. The Kennedy Space Center and Cape Canaveral Space Force Station are preparing for a series of launches, including the highly anticipated SpaceX Spainsat NG-1 mission on January 29, which will deliver 2 next-generation communications satellites for the Spanish government. With a record of 93 orbital rocket launches in 2024, Florida's Space Coast is poised to set yet another record this year, fueled by increasing demand for satellite internet and commercial space missions. In addition to the Starlink launches, other significant events are on the horizon. NASA, in partnership with SpaceX, is gearing up for the Intuitive Machines lunar lander mission, which will carry NASA technology demonstrations to the moon. This initiative is part of NASA's broader Artemis campaign aiming to return humans to the lunar surface in the coming years. While the pace of launches continues to accelerate, concerns about the implications of SpaceX's dominance in the satellite space have been raised. Advocacy groups and astronomers express apprehensions regarding the potential for monopolistic control over satellite communications and its impact on global internet governance. It's concerning that one individual can essentially decide the fate of connectivity for millions, noted Paula Bernardi, an internet policy advisor. As SpaceX forges ahead, the implications of its expansive satellite network and ongoing launches will undoubtedly shape the future of global communications and space exploration. With plans to enhance its satellite capabilities and expand its reusable rocket fleet, SpaceX is not just revolutionizing access to the internet but also positioning itself as a leader in the next era of space travel. As the company continues to innovate and expand, the technical and regulatory challenges it faces will be critical in determining how its vision for a connected world unfolds in the years to come. And the ever-changing landscape of Wall Street, where fortunes can shift dramatically with the right or wrong investment. The recent actions surrounding Elon Musk's acquisition of the social media platform X, formerly Twitter, have captured significant attention. As banks grapple with the repercussions of their involvement in Musk's 2022 buyout, the financial community is now exploring avenues to recover from what many consider a costly bet. Morgan Stanley and Bank of America are reportedly leading efforts to offload portions of the $13 billion in debt extended to Musk during his $44 billion acquisition of Twitter. According to sources familiar with the matter, the banks are reaching out to investors to sell senior portions of this debt, which could allow them to recoup approximately 90 to 95 cents on the dollar. This initiative comes after the value of the loans diminished as the platform struggled to achieve profitability, leaving the banks with significant losses on their books. The stakes are further heightened by the potential added value of a claim on X's interest in Musk's AI startup, XAI Corp. This partnership is seen as a beacon of hope for banks as they seek to navigate through the financial murkiness left in the wake of Musk's tumultuous tenure at X. The optimism surrounding the debt recovery is also bolstered by the prospect of improved profitability for X, particularly in light of Musk's close ties with the newly elected President Donald Trump. Wall Street analysts view this relationship as an opportunity for the platform to gain a more favorable business environment, especially with the potential for regulatory easing. Musk's ambitions do not stop at social media. He is also known for his ownership of various private companies, including SpaceX, which might soon go public. This could present additional avenues for financial recovery for the banks if X's valuation improves as a result of these ventures. We will pursue our manifest destiny into the stars. Launching American astronauts to plant the stars and stripes on the planet Mars, Trump declared during his inauguration, a statement that drew a notable reaction from Musk, who was present at the event. In a related development, X has begun to lay the groundwork for a financial ecosystem with its newly announced partnership with Visa. This collaboration aims to launch the X Money account, allowing users to seamlessly transfer funds between traditional bank accounts and their digital wallets, akin to services provided by Zelle or Venmo. This initiative marks a significant step towards Musk's vision of transforming X into an everything app, a platform where users can manage their financial transactions alongside social networking activities. The X Money service is expected to roll out in the first quarter of 2025. With aspirations for it to support creators on the platform by enabling them to accept payments without relying on external financial institutions. This development comes after a year of navigating the complex regulatory landscape to secure the necessary licenses to operate as a money service business in the U.S. Currently, X Payments LLC is licensed in 41 states and registered with the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network (FinCEN). As Wall Street banks hope to mitigate their losses from the Musk deal, the unfolding situation at X presents both challenges and opportunities. The financial community remains cautiously optimistic, banking on Musk's entrepreneurial history and the potential regulatory shifts that may come with the new administration. The coming months will be crucial as these developments unfold, shaping not only the future of X but also the fortunes of the banks involved. Investors and analysts alike will be watching closely, anticipating how Musk's multifaceted ventures will influence the financial landscape in the near future. Elon Musk's Neuralink is at the forefront of a groundbreaking venture that aims to redefine the relationship between humans and technology through the development of brain-machine interfaces (BMIs). Founded in 2016 with an initial investment of $100 million from Musk himself, Neuralink's ambitious goal is to create devices that enable direct communication between the brain and computers, potentially transforming the lives of individuals with debilitating conditions. At the heart of Neuralink's innovations is the N1 implant, a coin-sized device designed to be implanted in the brain through a minimally invasive procedure using a specially designed surgical robot called the R1 robot. This implant utilizes ultrafine electrode threads to establish a digital link between neuronal activity and external devices, allowing users to control computers or even robotic limbs with their thoughts. The N1 implant has garnered attention for its potential to assist individuals suffering from spinal cord injuries and degenerative neurological diseases, restoring a level of autonomy previously thought unattainable. Recent developments indicate that Neuralink is making significant strides in its clinical trials. The company received FDA approval in 2023 to commence human trials, initiating the PRIME study, which aims to evaluate the safety and efficacy of the N1 implant in patients with quadriplegia. As of January 2025, the University of Miami has been selected as the second U.S. site for these clinical trials, joining a site in Phoenix. The Miami project, to cure paralysis in collaboration with the Department of Neurological Surgery at the University of Miami Miller School of Medicine, will oversee the implantation procedures. Drive W. Dalton Dietrich, the scientific director of the Miami project, expressed enthusiasm for the collaboration, stating, "This announcement is a testament to our multidisciplinary approach for advancing the latest research in neural interfaces and neurorehabilitation. The ongoing study is particularly focused on individuals who have lost the ability to use their hands due to cervical spinal cord injuries or conditions like amyotrophic lateral sclerosis (ALS). Initial trials of the N1 implant have produced encouraging results. In experiments involving animal models, a macaque named Pager successfully played a game of Pong using only the implanted device, demonstrating the potential of BMIs to translate brain signals into actionable commands. In the clinical setting, 2 patients have reported significant improvements in their ability to interact with technology post-implantation, transitioning from cumbersome assistive devices to more intuitive brain-controlled interfaces. One patient, referred to as Nolan, was able to browse the internet and play video games using just his thoughts. A remarkable shift from his previous reliance on a mouth-held stylus. Despite these promising developments, experts caution that long-term safety and efficacy data are still needed. Neuralink faces a considerable road ahead in securing comprehensive FDA approval, which could take years of rigorous testing. Safety concerns surrounding the surgical implantation process, device longevity, and potential immune responses are paramount as the company navigates this complex landscape. Looking forward, Neuralink's ambitions extend beyond assisting those with paralysis. The company is exploring other applications of its technology, such as the BlindSight device aimed at restoring vision in individuals with optic nerve damage. This device proposes to send visual information directly to the brain's visual cortex, a concept that raises questions about its technical feasibility and practical implementation. Moreover, there is ongoing discourse surrounding the ethical implications of Neuralink's technology. as brain-computer interfaces evolve. Concerns regarding data privacy, security, and equitable access to such advanced technology have emerged. Critics highlight the risks associated with potential hacking or misuse of devices that can read and interpret brain signals, as well as the challenge of ensuring that these innovations are accessible to all patients, not just those who can afford them. As Neuralink continues its journey, the potential for its technology to revolutionize healthcare and human interaction with machines is undeniable. While the immediate focus remains on restoring function to individuals with severe motor impairments, the broader implications of neural integration into everyday life prompt both excitement and caution. Elon Musk's vision of melding human cognition with technological capabilities may one day lead to a new era of cognitive enhancement, albeit with a host of ethical and practical considerations that society must address. As these trials progress, the world watches closely, eager to see if Neuralink can fulfill its promise of making science fiction a tangible reality.